Today, I have this really epic 3-story shipping home container for you all. The bottom story is made up of two 20-foot containers. The main area is a 40-foot container. We're mostly focusing on that. And the third story is a rooftop deck. It's a really cool and unique container build in my opinion. And it was actually also featured on HGTV's show Containables, so you know it has to be good. Last but not least, it has absolutely stunning and sweeping views of the mountains up here in North Carolina. So this container home definitely has a lot to offer. I'm really pumped to showcase it to you all though, so let's now hop right into the tour. Welcome to this gorgeous shipping container home in North Carolina. There is plenty of space for you to park your car as soon as you arrive, and you'll catch your first glimpse of the main 40-foot container here. There are 2 chairs next to the front door and plenty of outdoor deck space. If we now switch up with the drone, this will give you a better lay of the land and show you where the container is located. This angle does a great job at showing the 3 different stories of the home, but let's now walk a little further into the property, and this is now the main front exterior of the container home. The home is a real beauty. I loved how the slick black paint job contrasts so well with the wood finishings throughout the home. You'll see here there is plenty of outdoor deck space, which we'll get to just a little bit later. I thought it was actually pretty cool because the wood finishing appeared to really match the color of the ground or the dirt around the home. Also outside, you have this huge fire pit. You can see me here lighting up a fire, and once you have that going, it is really tough to beat this epic backdrop and this fire pit. I mean, just look at this view. It's truly stunning. You also have plenty of seating options here. You have those 4 big logs and some more firewood. There are also string lights that you can turn on in the container, and it makes for a really sweet setup. I think the last thing I'll just note for the exterior is the location. You have some mountains in the backdrop there, and this is the view straight off of the main deck, which we'll get to later. But you have an amazing location up here in the mountains in North Carolina. That will do it for the exterior though. So now we're going to slowly walk across the driveway and begin to approach the front door. You can still see the mountains in the background, but we'll walk up these steps, open the front door, and now it's time to finally check out the interior of this unique container build. Welcome to the interior inside of the container. This is the main living room space. Straight ahead is the front door that we just walked in, and further back is the kitchen. We'll get to all of that later, but let's first start here in the living room area. And considering this is a container, I was actually quite surprised at how much space you have here in this area. Let's now get a little bit closer and venture further into this room. You have your couch over there on the left. It can definitely hold a few people. Then along this wall right next to that, you have some cool decorations and this mirror. And against the last wall here in the living room space, this is a gas-powered fireplace. Definitely a nice touch to this room. And above the fireplace is your TV. And of course, this TV comes equipped with Netflix and all these streaming services, so you can have some entertainment. Let's now go to the far end of the container, past the fireplace and the TV, and we'll enter into one of the bedrooms. I think this bedroom is definitely meant for the parents or a couple. Overall, actually, this Airbnb I think would be a great option for a family. You'll see why a little bit later. In this one corner though, you have a shelf and an air conditioning unit, and this cool decoration is hanging from the wall. I think just overall, I love the aesthetic of this. It was simple, it's clean, it's white, it's black. You have some nice lighting fixtures above the bed. I'm being incredibly weird here. I was very sleep deprived at this point in the trip, but I'm basically trying to show how much room you have. I am just under 6 feet for reference. Let's now go and check out the other side of the container. There's still a lot more to see. We've only covered about half of it so far. So we're gonna begin first with the kitchen. So if you walk in a little bit further now, we're gonna go along the countertop on the left. You have a little mini stovetop there with 2 burners. As we inch up, you'll see there's a ton of shelves all throughout the kitchen. These ones right here shelve some decorations and some plates. Now further along the countertop as well, you have a large sink and some more space there on the right. And last but not that leads closer to the door, you have some more glasses on these shelves. There is also a dishwasher here, which definitely surprised me. They're more of a rarity inside of container homes. And then directly opposite of that, you have some additional chairs and a large stainless steel fridge and freezer. Overall, this kitchen definitely impressed me. I thought it was well designed and well stocked. Let's now go and check out the other side of the container home located down this hallway. So you actually have 3 bunk beds here. They're very industrial looking with the railing and the ladders. This is perfect for the kids. Again, I think this is overall a great option for a family to rent. You even have some stuffed animals in all of these bunk beds. Directly opposite of the bunk beds is a washer and dryer unit. So if you need to do any laundry while you're on your trip, that is definitely an option for you. Still in the same room, you have this large countertop space and a microwave. I stored my luggage here. And finally, you can also slide this door across the doorway for some added privacy. The last and final room that we'll cover in this container home is your bathroom. This is located right next to the bunk bed space. So over there on the right, this is your shower. And I loved how the white subway tile contrasted so well with the black shower head and those smaller black tiles. In this corner then, you have a little shelf which has a ton of towels in it. This Airbnb is meant to host up to 4 guests. You also have your toilets. I think this bathroom definitely has everything that you need to enjoy your stay. To finish off the tour, let's pop outside to check out all of the incredible outdoor deck space. This is the perfect setting, I think, to begin your day with your morning cup of tea or coffee. You also then have a grill on this opposite end and plenty of seating options for the whole family. You have 2 smaller chairs and then a large sofa, as well as a coffee table. So this is perfect, I think, if you're having a little dinner party. Let's now go to the other side of the main deck, and you have your dining table here. You can seat up to 6 people. I just can't really imagine a much better view than this when you're having one of your meals here. Just look at that in the background. This is a closer up view of exactly what it looks like as if you were walking along your deck. I just don't think it really gets much better than this looking out into the mountains and your fire pit. This is my favorite drone shot from the entire shoot. I just love the location of this container. You are truly disconnected and up in the mountains here in North Carolina. I will also quickly mention those 2 20-foot containers on the ground floor are unfortunately not accessible to Airbnb guests. The owner, I believe, currently uses both of them for storage. To get to the last outdoor space, we're gonna walk up this spiral staircase. It will take us to the 3rd story. This is another outdoor deck here. You have these 2 comfortable chairs, and since we're even higher up now, this kind of gives you a different perspective into that beautiful mountain view. But there's just so much outdoor deck space and seating options at this container home. Basically, every guest could have a different space of their own. Thanks for watching my container tour, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed. I have a few playlists linked out in the video description. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next week for a brand new Airbnb tour.